Cole Macedo and Brad Sweet from the front row. Justin Peck and Scelzi in row 2. Spencer Bayston and Brent Marks in row 3. Chase Randall, Cory Eliason in row 4. And then it's Tyler Courtney and Kyle Larson from row number 5. HendrickCars.com paint truck going to pull into the infield in the back straightaway. We'll go green this time by. Lake Ozark Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Off and underway, 3 wide through the middle of the racetrack was Scelzi making quick work of Justin Peck and Brad Sweet. Peck back by him into turn number 3. Justin Peck has the second spot, but Scelzi feeling froggy here early in this one. Cole Macedo leads lap number 134 to go, looking for that first ever Kubota Highland Racing event win. Car into the infield on the front straightaway, we stay green. That was Kerry Madsen. Race is still on for second. Justin Peck now up across the nose of Scelzi, has that second position as they roll back into turn number 1. Cole Macedo enjoying an 8-car length lead over the number 13 car of Peck down the back straightaway. Both of those drivers looking for that first win of the season if they can pull it off here tonight at Lake Ozark. Traffic will be in play here soon enough for your race leader. They're already on the same straightaway as the back of the field. Macedo, Peck, Scelzi, Sweet, and Marks the top 5. Most of the top 10 all running single file around the racetrack right now. They did do quite a bit of track work on that break right before the feature, still waiting for that to blow off a little bit. Now Macedo has traffic up the road, and there are cars all over the speedway, right in front of your race leader. If he gets by Gennetten, that's the easy part. Oh, car in the wall ahead of him. Caution's out. The 77 of Jack Wagner hit the wall in turn 3. Caution's out.
Jace, that also might have started about a lap early. He and James McFadden, we're talking about that 77 of Jack Wagner, were racing side by side through turns 3 and 4, and I only caught the very tail end of it, but it looked like Wagner might have gotten tight, or rather just missed his spot through that middle part of turn number 4, and he actually made wheel-to-wheel contact, side-to-side contact with James McFadden. That bunched a bunch of those cars up racing around him, and then a lap later when they got to 3 and 4, Wagner found the outside wall. If he doesn't know it, he knows how to find out about it really quickly. So, yeah, I might be making my way over to Brian Walker here in a moment to research that a little bit.
Frozen Farmer Pick Pint out on the racetrack. Drivers must go either to the inside or the outside. That signifies what lane they will restart in here for the upcoming double file restart. So both drivers on the front row for the restart, looking for that first win of the year. Justin Peck been second on several occasions so far in 2024. Would love to get the monkey off his back as we go back to green flag racing here at Lake Ozark. Justin Peck quickly to the inside, looking for a stinger. Cannot make it by Cole Macedo. Macedo barely feathered the car around the outside of Justin Peck's right rear and the outside retaining wall. Cole Macedo leads that time by with 6 in and 29 to go. Macedo a little tight on the entrance to turn number 1 right there, but pulls away from Justin Peck. Cory Day gets by Spencer Bayston. Cory Day is into the top 5. Cory Day from 15th to 5th in 6 laps. And now looking at the 18 car, Scelzi. Cory Day fresh off a big win at the Skagit Speedway a few nights ago, one that was worth $76,000. And now looking for another $20,000 payday to the inside of Scelzi. Cory Day's up to 4th. Cory Day had it at the line. Scelzi back to the inside, throws a slider at him, but Cory Day reads him like a book right back underneath him and takes that spot away for good into turn 3. Cole Macedo with the lead, but Justin Peck is making that lead smaller and smaller. And there is traffic up the road for your race leader. Gennetten, Jack Wagner, Cap Henry, Kasey Kahne running all over the racetrack right up the road. Justin Peck trying to time this right. If he can get up to the back bumper right as Macedo reaches the back of the field, might be able to make a move on him. Macedo goes to the bottom in 3 and 4. Here comes Justin Peck to the back bumper now for turn number 4. Race for the lead into turn number 1. Peck going to try and work to the inside of the racetrack. Macedo hooks the cushion right there, but maintains the top spot. Here comes Brad Sweet. Here comes Cory Day as Cole Macedo makes an aggressive maneuver to get by Jack Wagner. Puts him a lap down. Wagner lets him go down the front straightaway so Cole Macedo can maintain the race lead. Macedo still with the top spot, but here comes Justin Peck. He's sizing him up. He's looking for the race lead in turn 3. Here comes a buzzer to the inside, and Justin Peck's got the top spot away. Justin Peck takes the lead away and leads lap number 13. Peck around the outside. Cole Macedo. Oh, yellow, yellow, yellow. We got one off the pace. It is Brent Marks in turn number 4. Frozen Farmer Pick Pint out on the racetrack. Drivers must go either to the inside or the outside. That signifies what lane they will restart in here for the upcoming double file restart. So both drivers on the front row for the restart, looking for that first win of the year. Justin Peck been second on several occasions so far in 2024. Would love to get the monkey off his back as we go back to green flag racing here at Lake Ozark. Lake Ozark Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Marks with a flat right rear tire on the M&M Painting and Construction number 19 car. Was running 8th at the time of the incident. So not sure what could have happened there to Brent. Marks. Did not see, was watching the battle for the lead. Tyler Courtney going to the work area in the 7BC, just saw him hang a hard right off the back straightaway. And so big implications here for the driver that is leading the midweek Money Series point standings by just a 28-point margin over Brad Sweet. Sweet running in 3rd at this point in time. So did not see any issues with Courtney's car when he pulled off the track. Looks like a left rear issue. Something with the left rear went wrong on Tyler. That tire they took off looked like it was still inflated, at least from our drone shot.
And Chase, you said it already, major championship implications here because Tyler comes into tonight trailing Brad Sweet by 76 points. And when you look at the breakdown, the box score over 2024 to this point with Kubota High Limit, Sunshine's worst finish coming into tonight was back on night number 1 of the Race Rudine Foundation race at I-70, and that was a 23rd after a DNF the last time he had to head to the work area. So whatever the issue is, I know the drone's trying to get a shot of it, but you hope for Courtney's championship hopes and all that goes into that fight, that they're able to get that race car back on the track. And as it crests the hill in turn number 4, Sunshine does return to the track.
Brad Sweet must have ate his lucky charms this morning. His 2 closest championship rivals both taking trips to the work area, that being Tyler Courtney and Brent Marks. Marks was minus 158 in the championship standings heading into tonight. So both 2nd and 3rd in the overall points are going to lose wholesale ground unless they can put some kind of Herculean effort together to get back up to the top 5. Lights are out. We're coming back to green. The HendrickCars.com pace truck pulls into the infield. Justin Peck and Cole Macedo going to duke it out for the first Highlander Racing win of the season for both of them. Cory Day with a great restart around the outside, gets by Brad Sweet. Cole Macedo tries a slider for the race lead. Here comes Cory Day. Cory Day from 15th to the lead in less than 15 laps at Lake Ozark Speedway. Cory Day off the top rope takes the lead away from Justin Peck. Cole Macedo in the 3rd spot. Spencer Bayston is 4th. Brad Sweet has been shuffled out of the mix for the race lead. Sweet runs in 5th. Scelzi is 6th. Here comes Carson Macedo. Macedo looking underneath of his World of Outlaws companion there. They came off of turn number 4. Now Macedo's under fire from the 57 of Kyle Larson. Larson down the back straightaway, gets a run on the number 41 machine, makes the move to the inside and slides by the all-bar alternative entry. Kyle Larson is up into the 7th position across the line. Cole Macedo still with the 3rd spot, but Spencer Bayston a few laps ago did make his way by him for just a moment there, as now Larson's underneath of Scelzi. Moved Kyle Larson up to 6th. Larson started 10th, dropped back a few spots at the beginning of the race, and then is now on the charge in the Finley Farms number 57. Cory Day with lap traffic up the road. Ayrton Gennetten, Kasey, Kahne, Jack Wagner, Brent Marks, all kinds of cars all over the racetrack. Justin Peck is about a half straightaway behind the driver out of Clovis, California. Day makes a mistake right there. The car got tight. Cannot get by Kasey Kahne. Here comes Justin Peck down the front straightaway. Now Day looked to the inside of Kasey Kahne. Kahne went to the bottom. Here comes Peck off of turn number 2. Here comes Justin Peck trying to get up to Cory Day. Day stuck in lap traffic. Cannot get by Ayrton Gennetten. Looks underneath of Kasey Kahne and Gennetten, gets by 2 cars right there. Great move from Cory Day to get by 2 lap cars. Justin Peck around the bottom, cannot clear Gennetten down the back straightaway, but Day's got more problems up ahead. Chris Windom's off the pace, going to draw the caution in turn 3. Yellow is out for the 55 of Chris Windom. Windom with potentially, it looked kind of tough to tell from there. It looked like the right rear may have been going down slowly. I don't know, maybe not. Jack Wagner stopped there. I think he was not expecting Windom to go to the work area right there. He was riding right behind him on the back straightaway, so might need to just get that 77 car fired back off. And a replay coming up here on Flow Racing of the restart for Cory Day. Started 4th and made his way right by Brad Sweet here right off the bat, got into third, and then Macedo and Peck were messing with each other here, trying to take the lead away. And Day said, oh, see you later, guys. I'm just going to sneak on by here and go 15 to the lead in less than 15 laps.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chase, don't count out Spencer Bayston. He talked during the Honest Abe Roofing redraw wheel spin. The Butler-built professional seat systems hot seat question was, what sprint car rule would you add or change? And Spencer talked about getting to choose where you start if you're the pole sitter. Well, he's on the high side of the racetrack right now, and last time they went through 1 and 2, he was feeling out the very high side of 1 and 2. So something makes me think Bayston's trying to get pretty racy with it here late in the going.
Thank you, Tony. Chris Windom came onto the racetrack and then immediately back to the pit area, and we're going to the green flag this time by. Cory Day leads him back down alongside of Justin Peck. Bayston trying to get away from Cole Macedo as they work back into turn number 1. Bayston kind of hooked the cushion there, and Macedo's able to slot in line into that third spot. Bayston runs fourth. Brad Sweet back around Kyle Larson and into the top 5. Here comes a car making its way forward. That is the number 83 car of James McFadden. McFadden's on his way towards the front of the field. A problem for Brad Sweet's nose wing. The nose wing on the number 49 car is tweaked as he works into turn number 3. We'll see if that affects the handling on that car as he's trying to hang on to the top 5 position. Kyle Larson right behind him. Cole Macedo 4 in the fluff right there into turn number 1. Kyle Larson does the same thing as well. The track getting way wide on the exit of turn number 2. Cory Day with a huge lead that time by, over a straightaway advantage over Justin Peck. Peck second, Macedo in third. Then it's going to be Spencer Bayston and Brad Sweet. Sweet doing a great job hanging onto the race car with a torn up nose wing. Car into the wall, going around, collects Tanner Thorson, and that is Hunter Schuerenberg. Thorson able to keep on going, but the caution is out. It's been a wild night for Hunter Schuerenberg. Was in a crazy battle during the heat race with 2 different drivers to try and take a transfer. Could not do it, and then was a part of a 3-wide battle for the transfer in the B main.
McFadden and that Roth Enterprises number 83, Chase, getting better and better all season long.
Yeah, and his crew chief is right there in the mix for the Cometic Gasket Crew Chief of the Month. Brent Ventura battling with Eric Prutzman for that $500 bonus at the end of the month. Brad Sweet and James McFadden have arguably been the best 2 cars overall consistently here in the month of June. Coming back to the restart. Not much left to do here at Lake Ozark. Coming back to green, and a great restart for Justin Peck. Peck may have to make a dive bomb maneuver into turn number 1. He's going to try and do it. Cory Day around the outside is able to hang on to the race lead. Here comes McFadden down the back straightaway. McFadden goes 3 wide with Sweet and Larson. He's into the top 5. James McFadden up to 5th. What a move by Kyle Larson around the outside turn 4. Larson just clipped the wheel off the wall off of turn number 4 and somehow made the pass on McFadden. Now Brad Sweet back underneath of Kyle Larson, takes the 5th spot back away off of turn number 4. McFadden now back underneath of Larson again. Short slider coming in from the 83 car. Can't get there in time. Larson back around him on the outside. Meanwhile, Cory Day enjoying a sizable advantage over Justin Peck. As the yellow is out, it is another right rear tire down on the 19 of Brent Marks. Tough, tough night here for Brent Marks. 2 flat right rears. At least that's what it looks like from here.
That nose wing is one of the more damaged nose wings we've seen this season. We've seen guys this year get into the back of somebody or have something happen to that nose wing, but wow, Brad's is really curled up on that front left corner. It's really impressive. No, Lake Ozark Speedway isn't the most aerodynamically dependent track these sprint cars go to all year, but still, with the lack of front grip that he's going to have from that nose wing being damaged, really impressive to see what he's able to do out there in that number 49.
That certainly is. Brad Sweet still inside the top 5. Day, Peck, Bayston, Macedo, Sweet. As we work back to the restart, Kahne on the front straightaway cannot pass before it. Coming back to the green flag. Cory Day trying to run away and hide from the madness that is happening behind him. Cole Macedo underneath of Spencer Bayston cannot make the pass. Kyle Larson dragging the tail tank off the wall off of turn number 2 right there. I'm pretty sure I saw some sparks flying off the back of the Scelzi Motorsports number 57. He gets slid by McFadden. McFadden hops the cushion. Larson back to the inside. Behind them, a great battle as well. They're 3 wide going into turn number 1. Scelzi, Zeb Wise, Carson Macedo. Macedo comes out on top in that battle. They are racing for about the 8th position as Brad Sweet makes a move on Cole Macedo. Brad Sweet's up to 4th. Macedo going to try and cross back to the inside. Macedo throws a stinger at Brad Sweet in turn number 1. Takes the spot right back away and pulls away down the back straightaway. Good move right there from Cole Macedo. Meanwhile, Cory Day enjoying that time by a 2.6-second advantage over the number 13 car of Justin Peck. Next time by, 5 laps to go for Cory Day. Day working through the traffic to the outside, now to the inside of Jack Wagner. Cannot get by him right there into turn number 1. Going to impede the progress of the Jason Myers Racing 14 car. Cory Day better make quick work of these guys because yellow. And it's Cole Macedo, flat right rear. Cole Macedo now a flat right rear tire going into the first corner. Cole Macedo was running 4th at the time, and his tire looks maybe okay there, and goes into turn 1 and it just shreds. Tire looks like it went through a cheese grater right there, and Cole is hammering the gas right there, trying to drive her off the wall. And now sits stop under the Quaker sign, Quaker windows and doors down there. 5 laps to go for Cory Day, trying to win from 15th on the field. Back to green. Cory Day shakes away from the rest of the field as they work back into turn number 1. Justin Peck, 2nd. Slider attempt from Brad Sweet on Spencer Bayston. Could not complete the pass for the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, right behind him, Carson Macedo gets by Kyle Larson on the restart. And Carson Macedo's now into the top 5 and looking at Brad Sweet down the front straightaway. Carson Macedo up to 4th as he makes his way by the Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. Car around in turn 2. It is Zeb Wise with a folded up front end. And the caution is out once again. So Zeb Wise, you could see that the radius rods right there on the right side, the front end, are tore up. He was running in 9th at the time of this incident. Okay. Got a replay coming up here on Flow Racing from our drone. Keep an eye on the bright orange car of Scelzi. Zeb Wise to his outside, right at the bottom of your screen right now. And oh, Zeb kind of biked up on the cushion right there and got into James McFadden maybe just a little bit there and caused that damage to the front end. You could see it right there. The Race Redeemed Foundation 26 car going to have to go back to the work area. Zeb just got his first 410 win of the year last week. The Skagit Speedway, the Dirt Cup on a prelim night. And then ran 2nd. Wow, look at the damage now to Brad Sweet's nose wing. It did not look like that on the previous restart. It is now folded backwards. And, I mean, honestly, it's probably not hurting it that bad when it's flipped up like that, you would think. I mean, I'd rather be like that than sideways on the car. See if Sweet can hang on to a 5th place result. Green lights come back on. Couple cars trying to turn it down the hill and make a move. It's Carson Macedo with that exact maneuver to get by Brad Sweet, moving to the 4th position. Macedo's got it down the back straightaway. McFadden underneath of Kyle Larson as Brad Sweet continues to duke it out with the 41 of Carson Macedo. Kyle Larson nearly lost the handle right there on the number 57 car. Gives up a spot once again to James McFadden. This time by, will be 2 laps to go for Cory Day. Traffic will not be a factor for the 18-year-old out of Clovis, California. Behind him, everybody in the top 5 running right around the outside of the racetrack. White flag as Day makes a mistake right there in turn 3, but he's got plenty of room to work with. White flag, 1 to go. Cory Day around the outside of the racetrack from 15th to the lead. People have been trying to think of nicknames for this kid for the last few months. Tonight, you can call him Cory Payday. He gets $20,000 at Lake Ozark Speedway. Justin Peck second. Third goes to Spencer Bayston. Fourth to Carson Macedo. And fifth at the line goes to Brad Sweet. Cory Day from 15th to the win here tonight, scoring yet another midweek Money Series win. Justin Peck finishes in second, Spencer Bayston in third, Carson Macedo fourth, Brad Sweet in fifth. Kyle Larson finishes up in sixth, James McFadden seventh, Parker Price Miller from 22nd to 8th, Gio Scelzi ninth, and Tanner Thorson, another top 10 result for the 88. Tyler Courtney gets back to 11th out of the work area. Brian Brown 12th. Corey Eliason in 13th. Cap Henry 14th. Rico Abreu 15th. Chase Randall 16th. Ayrton Gennetten 17th. Kasey Kahne 18th. Jack Wagner 19th. And 20th goes to Zeb Wise. Behind Wise, it was Cole Macedo, Brent Marks, Hunter Schuerenberg, Chris Windom, and Kerry Madsen, the rest of the finishing results here tonight at the Beach Brawl. There he is up top, your winner here tonight, Cory Day. He has done it once again with Kubota High Limit Racing. He'll make his way around the front of the race car and go talk to Tony Laporta as a winner once again.
Fourth time coming into this event. This is his fifth win in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing, and it's his third midweek Money Series race. He celebrates with the crew. Pretty busy week going over there to Skagit and making a good chunk of change over there. $20,000 on a Wednesday isn't too bad either. Cory Day, for the fifth time in 2024, you're a winner with Kubota High Limit Racing. But all I got to ask you, 15th to 1st on a track like that, the only thing I want to know is, how'd you do it?
Man, I don't know. Just a great race car. You know, those beginning laps there, I could go, you know, anywhere on the racetrack and was making passes. And man, yeah, just owe it to Shane and my whole team for, you know, working hard after qualifying there. Blew a rear end out and you know, had to change it, and that's no easy task. And you know, to change that successfully and you know, still be good with our race car to compete with these guys is awesome. So man, got to say, you know, get well soon to Fudd. I know that, man, that's terrible. You know, I'm praying for him. I hope he, you know, has a speedy recovery. But yeah, man, just so proud of my team.
So I got to know, coming into tonight, at least my research showed you'd only raced here twice. You ran 7th here with the All-Stars in 2023. I'm always asking you this, but when you come to a place you've never been to before or have very, very few laps, where do you get the confidence? Where do you get the knowledge, the ability to go out there and put on a show like you did tonight?
Man, like I said, just owe it to a good race car. Like, you know, I told you at I-70, we'd been there a couple times, and, you know, having any bit of a notebook is crucial, and, you know, we got a little bit of one here. So, yeah, had a decent run last year. I think I was running 4th at one time last year and rubbered up and fell back, but, man, yeah, just a great race car by my crew chief, Shane Bowers, and, you know, great track, too. When they were watering it and reworking it there, I didn't really know what to think. You know, personally thought that was the wrong move, but it turned out awesome. So hats off to the track crew, and man, just got a huge thanks to Shane, Stefan, Jordan, Keith, my dad's here, you know, Preston and Jason at home, my mom, Autry Plumbing, SenCal, Driven to Save Lives, Four Seas Construction, Smith Titanium, Factory Cane, FK Roddens, Pella Motors, System 1, just long list of people on the 14 this year that believe in us, and you know, let's do this.
It's a midweek Money Series race, which means you're wearing the 14 BC. It's your 5th trip to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane in 2024. Your 3rd midweek Money Series victory. You know what I'm going to ask you next. Our angel donor steps up and supplies $1,000 to high-limit drivers who are high rollers when they win. Where are you sending that angel donor's $1,000 tonight?
Driven to Save Lives. You know, they support me in my racing, so I'm going to support them with that donation.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 5th time in 2024, with $20,000 in his pocket, your winner is Cory Day! 3 midweek Money Series victories. Not a bad way to spend your Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Kubota High Limit Racing. Justin Peck makes his 5th trip to the podium here in 2024, but I know it's not win that you're hoping for. Let's go over here and get on the side of your race car. 5th trip to the podium. I'm sure you're not happy, but still a very impressive run. You were up front that entire race. What did you need to go a little bit differently?
Yeah, you know, when the curb got treacherous, I just couldn't run it as hard as Cory could. I mean, if I tried to hit it like that, I just seemed to get tired, or tried to roll like right sides above it. I just couldn't seem to roll through the corner. But all in all, I mean, I thought this Avanti, windows and doors, big spring car wash, coastal race parts, water treatment by design, RKL paving, Jake's Carts, Genmore floors, high performance lubricants 13 was, really fast all night long, and just apparently was second fastest tonight. But all in all, had a really good race car and felt really maneuverable for most of that race, and thought I could throw sliders pretty well. And when the bottom was there, could run the bottom. Just like I said, just when it got treacherous, just couldn't rip it like Cory could. So hats off to him, and try to tune this thing up and get a win this weekend in Wheatland.
Heading to Wheatland, Missouri, Justin Peck matches his season best finish. He ran second back at Utica Rome in May, second here tonight at Lake Ozark Speedway. Spencer Bayston makes his 3rd trip to the podium here in 2024. Spencer debriefing with crew chief Barry Jackson. So what do you say to your team? What do you talk about with your crew chief right after a really good run in 3rd place, but knowing you probably want just a little bit more?
Yeah, we're just talking about, the things we did right, the things we did wrong. Anytime you get an open red situation, it creates a unique opportunity to reunite with your crew chief again and kind of put your heads together to figure out, is there something more that we need? And I think, we did a really good job there, taking advantage of that, and just kind of letting the race develop. Early it was kind of just a single pace, and then, as the track got obviously a lot more character, created a lot of challenges, but our True Timber 5 handled it well. So just a big thank you to Barry Jackson, Eric Coyle, and Jeremy Cryle, everyone involved with this True Timber 5 camp, with JRC Transportation, Nice Crete and Landis, High Performance Lubricants, CNS Lawn and Landscape, philpools.com. You're gonna cry.
I wasn't going to remind you. I knew you had it.
Everyone on our Kistler Maxim just to make it happen. So it's a good time of the year to kind of get some speed rolling. So it feels good to put together a full night tonight and get ready for this weekend.
The fire suit's dirty. Did you have fun out there at least?
Oh yeah, I was sweating. I appreciate everyone that came to support us here at Lake of the Ozarks. We're excited. We got a big race coming up this weekend at Lucas Oil. Excited to go there. So hopefully we can see some of you people there.
That is Spencer Bayston with his 3rd trip to the podium here in 2024. He finishes 3rd. Justin Peck matches his season high result with his 2nd runner-up finish of 2024. But man, Cory Day, they are going to be talking about that performance for a real long time. Chase 15th to 1st, and you hit on it a little bit earlier in the main event. No qualifying time at all whatsoever after they blew a rear end out of that number 14 BC Driven to Save Lives machine. But Cory Day, man, he doesn't need qualifying. Sometimes it feels like he doesn't need hot laps. I'm not sure what he needs, but tonight he picked up $20,000, his 5th victory of 2024, and his 3rd checkered flag in the Midweek Money Series.